I get a call last night from a new student. His name's Miles, younger guy, and he's getting going with the pallet business. And he said, John, I want to give you a call in 6 months, and I'm going to send you music that I've written in this 6 month time period because I'm going to use this pallet business to make it happen. Made me think back, harken back to when I started all this with the pallet business. It never was about the pallet business. It was about what it was going to provide for me. So I didn't have to spend all day at a job and squeeze in what I really wanted to do. And these pictures here, I'll explain in just a second. I wanted to write music. I wanted to record music. I wanted to mix it. I wanted to produce it. I wanted to do all of that. And me and my co-writer here, Ben, spent exorbitant amounts of time writing music. We still do. But I want to give you the mindset of what is it that you want to do as well. This was my goal. This is what I really wanted to do. And I wanted to use the pallets as a way of doing it. So I could be done with my work at 9:30 in the morning, make a good living, but be able to switch over to what I really wanted to do was what you're seeing. Write, record, produce, mix, master, do the artwork, everything of the music. So let me help you understand. So these are some of the CDs that we released. You know, we're not the biggest band in the world. It's another revenue stream though as well, and it's something we love to do, and we're proud of what we've done. But the thing about it is, you know, there's probably 40 songs, 50 songs on these CDs here. There's 3 times as many songs that were never released. And for every one of those songs that we did right, there's at least 2 to 3 versions of it. Mixed, produced, and it gave us the ability to spend 9, 10, 12 hours a day doing what we really wanted to do, but not feel guilty for doing it like we were slacking because, you know, in my case, I was able to make a good living in a short period of time. What is it that you are wanting to do that you have pushed aside that you never had time to do? It's crazy. I found this email. I'm sorry, it's a little small. I don't know how to blow it up on here. Maybe I can do it in the post process. But each one of these, you know, we use a thing called Pro Tools, and we were able to send sessions to each other, even not even being in the same place sometimes when we're recording with our home studios. And each one of these are different songs that we wrote, are variations of a different song. Each one has an attachment to it. Just to help you understand how much free time we had between him and I. So let's fast forward. Many years go by, and I also discover that I can paint. I stole my wife's paints one day, and I've got obsessed with painting, and I never taken art class or anything like that. Not that I'm Van Gogh or whatever, but I really enjoyed it. Again, a pursuit that takes an exorbitant amount of time, and I started painting. And I even have had shows and stuff with some of my artwork and all, but it was another obsession that required a lot of effort and a lot of time to take on. So I'm just giving you an idea of some of the paintings I have done. And my wife called me the talent thief because she was painting one day. You know, she knew I was a musician and all that, but she was painting one day and I stole her paints. I said, let me try, and just kind of tripped into it. Oh, wow, this is kind of cool. And for the next couple years, that's all I was really doing is working my pallets and then switching over to this. And listen, I'm not saying all this, folks, to toot my horn or anything like that. Look at John, look at John. It's just another way to help you folks understand that you need to have a vehicle that allows you to do what you really want. It's not always about work. Pallets are fun. The process of the business is fun. But there's other things in life too that we all love to do, whether it be fishing or bowling or golfing, whether it be the arts, whether it be just spending more time with your kids or your wife, or vacation. You have to have a vehicle that'll allow you to do that, to have a full life. Otherwise, you feel like you're cheating yourself, right? You're trapped in a 9 to 5 or a cubicle, this, that, and the other. So I really wanted to share this kind of side of me with you folks and help you understand it wasn't about the pallets. It wasn't about the business. It's what it would provide me. Time freedom and money freedom to pursue things that I love and allow me to spend massive amounts of time doing the things that I loved to do, the pursuits I wanted to take on. So I appreciate y'all listening to me, and I want you folks, as a service to yourself, ask yourself, what have you put on the back burner for the last 5 years, 10 years, 20 years that you never had time in this life to get to? And see if maybe this is the vehicle that'll get you to it. I've helped a lot of people do this. And I get reports back from a lot of them telling me, I had lunch with my wife on a Tuesday afternoon. I just was able to go to my kids' first soccer game. I do this one day a week, John, and I bowl and fish the rest of the week because it gives me enough money between that and my retirement fund that now I can do some fun things instead of just assist or exist. So it's important, people. It's important to find what your passion is and actually have a chance to do it. And if this model makes sense to you, stop making excuses. Let's get it going. If it doesn't, no biggie. But thanks for spending time, and I'm glad I got to share. Have a go into thesimplestbiz.com. In fact, I'm going to put a link below that'll take you to some of the music that we've written so you have an idea of what it sounds like. All right? Comment in the section below. Thumbs up if you can. Have a good one.